two standard Polycom phones. They're actually two different models. I think that's a 501 or 550, and that's a 650, or 501 and a 650, or something along those lines, standard IP phones. And here we have one client. This guy's which one? Mike?
That's Mike.
Okay, this is Mike Frank's PC here. This is Mike Frank's phone. This is Joe Schmo's phone in the same shot, just to show that we can do two things at once. Like dial another extension, or dial out, dial in, conferencing, statuses, buddies, pickups, lists, voicemail, all that kind of jazz. Mike Frank's extension is 6178. Joe Schmo's is 6179.
Yes.
Yeah, 6179. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is, what is the first thing we're going to do?
Just call between phones, demonstrate
Okay.
telephony presence awareness on the same time clients.
Okay. So a call between the phones. Who's going to initiate the call? Let's see.
We're going to initiate the call outside of same time, so just a standard phone-to-phone call within the office.
Okay. And Joe Schmo's going to call Mike Frank.
And we'll have Joe Schmo call Mike Frank.
All right. We'll show.
We'll dial 6178.
Okay. You can see that his phone is ringing.
And if you pan up to this screen or the other one, you can see that the telephony presence for Joe has changed to on the phone.
Right. And let's see if it's got mice.
And if I pick up from Mike, you'll see that now Mike, the telephony presence changes to on the phone.
Okay.
So we have presence awareness in calls that are originated outside of the same time telephony service.
Okay. So it shows both of those icons on both sides as being lifted up. Okay, go ahead and hang up Mike Frank's phone.
Which will end the call for both of them.
Right. And they both hang up. You can see they're both hung up there. Okay. So that's your basic presence awareness, integration with same time, and IP phone.
And we also have presence awareness for dialing externally.
Okay.
So if I were to dial an external number from Mike Frank's phone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is Joe's phone. You can see that as soon as I begin dialing, Joe's presence changes to on the phone. So it doesn't require that the call go between two internal numbers.
Gotcha. So it works externally as well. Go ahead and hang him up. Yep. That's good. Okay, so that's presence awareness. How about meetings? How does a meeting server work? So implemented a service provider for
our telephony service.
Okay.
So we can
Off our same time meeting server?
correct
Okay.
from our same time meeting server. So are we on this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So from Joe we can select Mike Frank and initiate a click to call. So it'll automatically dial Joe's phone.
Okay. And what is the box that popped up?
The box is that the call is starting.
Okay.
So I'm going to join the call here with Joe.
So you're basically calling yourself right now.
Right. So when you begin the call, it treats it more as a meeting,
Okay.
a teleconference, than a call. So it'll first join the person who initiated it to the call.
And your icon has changed.
And my icon has changed here, yes.
Okay.
And then you'll see that we have a pop-up here asking what number we would like to receive the call on.
Right.
So we'll accept it on our office phone, which is 6178. Click accept and the phone rings. We can see that Joe is already connected into the call.
Okay.
So we'll join in on Mike.
Okay.
Now we have both people in the call, they're bridged together.
Okay. And it shows status on both sides.
Shows the status on both sides, which is actually
Status there. Okay.
unrelated. The telephony status is unrelated to the meeting status. It's actually just the fact that these people are on the phone. The meeting status is here, which is separate. So you can see that if I were to disconnect one of our participants, say Mike, we have the status changed to disconnected here.
Okay. Let's do a web meeting. Absolutely.
Do a click to meeting.
So click to meeting, and we're going to start that from.
Yeah, we'll start from Joe again.
We'll start from Joe. This is a click to meeting.
So we're going to select Mike and start an instant meeting.
Right.
Enable telephone services
Mhm.
and send the invitation. So this will start up a meeting here, and we'll see an invite on Mike's screen.
Okay. Invite on Mike's screen. Oh, there it is.
So I'm going to accept that meeting invitation and join it.
Okay.
So you can see now that we have both participants in the web meeting.
Right.
They're not connected to the teleconference yet, so each
Oh,
one...
that's what the red X's are on the little
Right.
icons on the right? Okay.
So the red X is here.
Right.
Show that they're not in. So we'll have Mike join the meeting. And again, we'll tell it that we want to join on our work phone number.
Okay.
Call and the phone rings. So
Okay.
you can see that the icon has changed to connecting. And then when I pick up, the icon will change to connected.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the same thing with Joe over here to join him onto the meeting, except at 6179.
Okay.
Phone rings. Pick up.
Okay.
So you can see now that we have the telephony status inside the meeting, and we also have our status because we're on our office phones here.
Cool.
Same time client. And that's
Excellent.
pretty much it for them. Okay, so Mike over here is set up to have his calls routed based on his same time status.
Okay.
So right now, if I were to dial Mike
Right.
at his main extension, which is 6178,
Okay.
his office phone will ring.
Right.
I'm not going to accept that call. If Mike leaves his computer
Mm-hmm.
and sets his same time status to away,
Okay.
now when he receives a call at his main extension, which is 6178, his office phone will not ring. Instead, it will look to his preferences, where I've set it up to ring his mobile phone.
Very cool. So,
So I won't
Okay.
accept that call. Let's change my status back to available.
okay. I'm going to call him again.
Okay. Yeah, now we can call him again just to show that it goes back.
This is real. Let's call him again, and it rings his cell phone. I mean, excuse me, and it rings his...
Available.
Cool.
Okay, and the final piece is our Bluetooth presence awareness. So you can see right now that, we zoomed into the BlackBerry?
Yep.
You can see right now that on our BlackBerry I have my Bluetooth turned on. Now, this BlackBerry is set to be associated with the same time client here in our Bluetooth presence plugin.
Hold on a second, let me get a zoom on that. Okay, gotcha.
So rather than walking away from the computer, which would take me too far away with Bluetooth, now I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth connectivity on my BlackBerry.
Mm-hmm.
So when I turn that off, you can see that BlackBerry is no longer using Bluetooth. And if we watch our same time client,
Right.
my status will change to away. And there it goes.
Yep. Cool.
Okay,
Now
so
go
this
ahead.
is basically simulating me walking away from my desk with my BlackBerry because it's no longer within range.
Right.
Now, since that has changed my status to away, if I call the main number for Mike Frank, again, instead of ringing my phone, my desk phone, it will ring my mobile phone. So I'll ignore that
Cool.
call. And then if I were to come back within range, which I'm going to simulate by turning my Bluetooth on the device back on, my present status will change to available in just a moment here.
Cool.
So we've changed back to
Right.
available, and again, just demonstrate that if I dial the main extension for Mike Frank, the desk phone will ring now.
Cool. Excellent. And of course, all of that is the same thing with the meeting. So if you're inside a meeting and you walk away with your Bluetooth BlackBerry, it's going to set your status as away inside the meeting, obviously. Right?
Correct, yeah. Well, it changes the same time status. So.
Very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a shot of the server and just say this is all running on just one piece of hardware, right? One server on the bottom. And we'll say we've got one Netgear router acting as a switch, And let's do the back shot of the machine. And that's it. Nothing up our sleeves. No other server anywhere. Okay, cool.